Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. If anyone is watching, it's another Final Fantasy XIV stream. As you can see, the weather here, it's back to being rainy. No more snow. We escaped January. The fuck you, it's January meme is over, but that doesn't mean the winter seasonal depression is completely gone. It's still lurking around every corner. But yeah, it's back to normal around here. Kinda, pretty much. It's been a very cold, rainy day. I couldn't help myself but huddle up in bed and pass out for a couple hours. Got home from work, watched some stuff for a bit. I ate a turkey sandwich. I think that's what did it. Cause you know, turkey makes you sleepy. Hey, Deco there. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I need to learn. Yeah, I got glasses on. It's not as obvious from this distance, I guess. It looks a little bit weird. You'll notice once we go inside the house. Stop playing the MMO and make me want to download again. I'm sure I won't like it this time either, but I don't want to be tempted. I mean, the seasonal events are just like me running around doing a quest in a major city where we're just reading and reading and reading. So if like that's exciting gameplay to you, then you know, I guess resubscribe. I don't really get to showcase a lot of the cool content in the game. Yeah, I'll do whatever I want. That's what I usually do anyways. I don't really do the flavor of the month streamer meta stuff. But hey, tag barrel storage. Welcome both of you. What was I saying? Yeah, I learned that I need to learn my lesson one day that having a turkey sandwich for lunch is basically a death sentence. Stop having a turkey sandwich for lunch, because it's just gonna like knock me the fuck out. You just keep falling into the MMO trap now and then, and I never like it. I wish I knew how to trick yourself. You have a blessing. I have a curse. I am the one playing an MMO. Do not play MMOs. MMOs are for sad, lonely people that have no friends. That's a pot shot at myself. Don't take that personally. I'm a professional MMO player, and by that I mean I spent the past nearly 2 decades playing MMOs and not really making any friends and having a very I could have been a doctor. I probably could have cured cancer, but no. I wanted to play MMOs and waste all my time. Playing MMOs doesn't always guarantee that you're gonna meet other people. You still have to be a very social, outgoing person, and if you're not that, then I mean, look at me. I'm not a very social, outgoing person, which is why I'm very, 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 very reclusive, and I could play an MMO and not really meet people or make friends. The one thing that finally like was able to help me make friends was just pick up streaming, I guess. Let's head on inside. That's enough sad sap talking, I guess. My warning for anyone who wants to play a MMO is don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Especially nowadays, like, there's so many free games to play, and they're all scams, but, like, this is even more so a scam because you're paying monthly to access servers that suck ass. Aw, man. Square Enix watching this stream being like, okay, blacklisted, never gonna reach out to this quote-unquote content creator. He said he pays us money every month to play this game that he clearly hates. You stream online, letting strangers have a heavily curated view into your life. That's something. Yeah. I rather would have been doing this long ago, but, you know, I could have been ahead of the curve. but I chose not to be because I'm a dirty hipster and I wait forever to do things, to do anything. And by the time I do those things, it feels like it's way too late. But hey, what matters now is that I'm here, and we're gonna play some Final Fantasy XIV. Now, as you'll notice, I probably sound a little bit more different because I have a new microphone. I got it for Christmas. I finally hooked it up last night. I did a little test stream. I played some Unjammer Lammy. And man, the volume was all over the place. It was crazy. I sounded terrible. I sounded very, very loud. I made some adjustments tonight, so hopefully it's a little bit more of an easier listening experience, and hopefully my S's aren't too sharp as they were last night. Very bassy. Is that a good thing? Maybe that's a good thing. I know, like, when you're looking at a lot of videos on YouTube of, like, tech bro type people reviewing microphones, they boost their bass so much, and it's like, holy shit, that's a little bit too deep. An observation. Okay, just a neutral thing. That's good, I guess. I do have a deep kind of bassy voice in real life. A little bit of it is voice meters, but I'm not going like too crazy with it. It's just to kind of help match my real life voice a little bit, because when I speak raw into a microphone, I just sound a lot more nasally, like a nerd. So I don't like my voice. It takes me a while to get back to my YouTube uploads too, because then that means I have to go through my YouTube uploads and I have to timestamp them, and that means listening to myself, and that makes me cringe a whole lot, and I'm like, damn, I hate my voice so much. Other people might like it. I'm still trying to learn to like myself. I assume everyone sounds nasally to themselves. I want to tear out my vocal cords when I hear my own voice. Yeah, exactly. Like, I guess, yeah, everyone hates their own voice. They hate listening to themselves. They look back at what they say and they're like, wow, did I really say that? Wow, you guys can really put up with my voice, but because you have a very entirely different perspective when you're speaking. You hear your voice rattle your brain, basically. You speak in your own voice, in your internal thoughts, kind of. That's an interesting thing to think about. Like, when you talk, do you hear your own voice in your mind, or do you hear something more neutral or a more idealized version of your voice? I think I kind of hear my own voice when I think. Rick does not have a cringe voice and has never said anything cringe. Okay, watch my 1 million VODs where I just talk about my my very specific interests. Oh man, I've definitely been very cringe on stream. I am, this is why I'm never gonna have sponsors. No one's ever gonna wanna like be like, man, this Rick guy is like a really good VTuber. Let's hire him. And they're gonna be like, no, this guy is a advertiser poison. He is completely unmarketable. I was having that discussion with a friend yesterday about the inner voice stuff. That's funny. Yeah. It's also like, it's something we don't think about a lot, is like in our brains, like how do we hear ourselves? Are we so used to our own voice that our brain could just recognize the sound waves as our voice? Or, you know, the whole Apple meme where it's like, are you 1 through 5? And then there's that famous video that I love shitposting around where it's some anonymous poster was like, whenever I close my eyes and think about an apple, a HD Wumpa fruit from Crash Bandicoot starts rotating around in my head. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Me too, buddy. Me too. Can't even tell what my inner voice is. It's neutral enough that I don't even recognize it as something that could potentially be audible. Yeah. it's really different from everyone. Like, the whole point of, like, the apple thing is, like, can you imagine a flat gray apple? Or do you imagine, like, a hyper photorealistic apple? Can you rotate it in your brain? Can you imagine what it looks like? That kind of stuff. Everyone's brains kind of handles things like that very differently. But yeah, hopefully the microphone sounds good. I'll probably listen to it after stream. Just to see how I sound, because when you're doing the little closed recordings behind the scenes, you're not speaking naturally. You're just you feel so synthetic. You feel so fake, just reading off lines and like hoping like you got a good balance. The best way is trial by fire, even if that means recording a live stream and hoping that it sounds good. Yeah, it's a cold night. I'm pretty sure it's still raining outside. I got my glasses on. I got my grandpa jacket, my grandpa sweater rather, on. So now I'm all nice, cozy, and warm, and I'm about to spend the next hour or so reading dialogue, and only dialogue. There's nothing exciting about this event this year. We get a really nice emote though, one that's going to be very popular going forward, I believe. But they did not bring back the matchmaking maze. That didn't return this year, so I was right. I believe Kolkus was excited to do that on stream with me, but sadly, I was right when I said they probably won't bring it back this year, because I haven't seen it anywhere, which sucks, because they should always be bringing that stuff back, but Square Enix works in very mysterious ways. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Enough delay. We're hitting that 20-minute mark. That's generally like when I like to start the game up anyways. We get through with the little just chatting part of the stream. I keep you guys up to date on my boring life, and whatever dumb little random thoughts cross my mind as soon as I hit that start stream button. Anyways, let's head on in. It's Final Fantasy XIV. Oh my god. Very smooth transition. Very smooth transition. Okay, you know, there we go. We have audio now. I forgot to hide this. Oh no, I'm so unprofessional. Sudden weather shift, but everyone's crowded around the NPC. Everyone's doing their quest today. Damn, gotta start over. Alright. Hits the stop streaming button. Goes back to the intro screen. We're gonna spend another 20 minutes having the same exact conversation we just had. Stop being self-depreciating. Only bad things about the streams is the time slot, as Europores are left in the dust. Good. Stay in the dust, Europores. Is that gonna be considered a slur yet? Like, is European versus American shit talking is a source of so much entertainment? I know, I need to get better with my stream times. I don't really think I have that much of a European audience. But then again, as you just said, it's a bad time slot for Europeans, so whoops. I approve of all slurs towards my kin. Haha. big bongs, beans on toast, potatoes and mash. You got a license for that? Poor Europeans. Poor Europeans. I was thinking, like, maybe should I move myself over, like, right here? Or... I mean, there's never really anything down in that corner besides, like, tooltips and all that. Here, I'll put my heart on my shoulder. That way we know it's a Valentine's Day event. Alright. Enough delay. Oh, actually, one more thing to talk about. Since Gilded Araya is here, Gilded Araya surprised me the other day because, PokeKP, Colchis, Deco, and I have been going through Palace of the Dead, and I previously said on a stream, I'm never gonna get this item ever. It's super rare. It's fucking super expensive. And then, like, right before Palace of the Dead, Deco is like, here, I got something for you. And I'm like, what? And then Deco opens a trade and gives me the fucking the Cassie earring, which is insane to me. But apparently Deco is super filthy rich, and that is like pennies to Deco. Me, I don't know how to make money in this game, but I have this cool earring now that I'm gonna use with every green or red glamour I ever make. So thank you very much, Deco. Let me do a shout out for you. Please go follow Gilded Araya. They do art, and they are a pro at Final Fantasy XIV, even more so than I am. Did I... There we go. There's both of the shoutouts right there. So yeah, once again, I was like really flabbergasted. I'm very bad at accepting gifts, so like my first train of thought was panic, decline. No, don't waste the money on me. Don't waste the money on me, I'm not worth it. But yeah, that really made me happy. It's like, wow, I got this Cassiopeia earring. Now I can stop being jealous of everyone that has it. Deco is rich and therefore a better person than us peasants. Yeah, yeah. These Final Fantasy gildlets, they don't got no money. I don't got no money. Well, I think I got like, what, 40 mil? I haven't like added up everything that I have. Who's that, Mikote? That's Pup. Hey, Pup. Sorry to dox your Final Fantasy XIV character. Let's begin the quest before Pup does something cringe. Oh no, she's starting up. Astrid is not so subtly indicting her desire for you to approach. Hello there, friend. Can you feel that? Love is in the air, just waiting to be snatched up by questing hands. That means Valentione Day is upon us once more, and I, Astrid de Valentione, Valentione, and my fellow emissaries are here to support all who would avail themselves of this bounty. Oh, but I know you, Rickubus. Forgive me, I do get so caught up in my introduction. It is an absolute pleasure to see you again. come to think of it, an intrepid adventurer like you might be just what I require. Might I ask you a favor? A fellow emissary by the name of Emily, departed earlier to prepare a little surprise for our festivities, you see, but she's been gone for quite some time. I would like you to make sure she hasn't gotten herself in trouble. I would go myself, or ask one of my associates to check up on her, but all are busy guiding our love-starved revelers. Would you do me this favor? I am in your debt. Before she left, Emily said she would be practicing under the trees near Fenyi Fineries. No doubt you will find her there. So I hope the game volume is okay, because I hooking up the new microphone and everything pretty much reset everything, so now I gotta like figure out the values again. And I'm pretty sure there's probably some technicalities with the microphone that make it so that things are a lot more louder than my previous microphone because different hardware. I don't know if that's entirely reliant on my PC sound card. If I shift the angle just a teensiest bit, I bet I can triple the cuteness factor. No, quadruple it. Whoa. Oh, it's you. What brings you here, Rickubus? Ah, so Astrid asked you to check on me. I appreciate you coming on her behalf. I suppose you're wondering what I've been practicing here, so far away from prying eyes. Patience, my friend, patience. If you truly wish to see what I've been cooking up, pray come to Miketo's amphitheater. Thank God for free weekends. I could go get the new flavor of the month emote and not play again for 5 months. Yeah, that's a very like convenient time slot that like anyone who has an account already could just kind of jump in for free right now and get this little dumb emote. And this is definitely like one of the better emotes that they've given. But yeah, hello Push Pup. Pray come, pray come, pray come. Splurt. He brought her back as promised. Thank you, Rickubus. She intends to demonstrate her, what did she call it? Right, love heart, on stage in just a moment. You can be part of her very first audience. That was, yes, cute. So this is what you've been working on. The Gridanians are a reserved people who have long been reluctant to openly express their feelings to one another. Oh, no wonder why this is the city I chose to start out in. Yeah, yet I believe it is of the utmost importance that we open our hearts to those we hold dear. In this season of love, most of all, now is the time for everyone to shed their fears and wear their affections on their sleeves. Like I'm doing right now. Well, it's kind of like more on my shoulder, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Moe cute. Okay. That's what inspired me to come up with the love heart. I can only hope this simple expression is enough to motivate people to act. I can't do a cute girl voice. I'm sorry. The switch is broken. I'm stuck on fat ugly bastard voice. Well, it certainly appears to have made an impression. Navigation matters of love is oft a nerve-wracking task even for the boldest of us. Yet with this gesture, I believe you've given the townsfolk the perfect means to convey their feelings. Emily, I encourage you to go about the city and perform the pose before any you might find floundering in the ocean of love. Go on, ignite the passion in their hearts. Leave it to me. Would you mind lending me a hand as well, Rickubus? As an adventurer, I'm sure you've touched the hearts of many. There are doubtless few more qualified to guide others in pursuing and realizing their passion. Guess I have to. Wonderful. Now, before we set forth, I would ask you to remain on stage for a while so we can judge your pose. Considering the import of our mission, I'm afraid we can't leave it until it is flawless. Giving me the workout here. Oh my god. My, I am equal amounts impressed and envious that you managed to perfect the gesture in such a short time. It took me ages just to get the hands right. Ideally, I would like you both to get started immediately, yet I do wish we had another emissary. Then, how serendipitous it is that I am here to offer my services. Lisette? How long has it been, my friend? Too long, surely. You have my personal gratitude for assisting Astrid with the celebration. The previous event leader, before it was kind of handed down to Astrid. Yes, well, pleased though I am for your offer, should you not be enjoying the festivities with your beloved? My adorable Astrid, though I may have relinquished the burden of leadership, I have not abandoned my duty as a herald of love. You said yourself that you lack for capable help, and I am here, yes? As daughter of House Valentione, I cannot stand by as the flames of ardor dwindle. Let her help, Astrid. It might be just what she needs before her rendezvous with Hortefence. Fucking Ella's in names. I struggle with these fucking Ella's in names. Emily, I told you about that in confidence. Aha, so that's the way of it. In that case, your aid is most welcome. Well, with that settled, let us go forth and quicken the seeds of romance yet to sprout throughout Gridania. Pray teach me this pose of yours, Emily. Yes, ma'am. Might I suggest we split up? Our adventurer friend here can handle Old Gridania, while Lissy and I cover New Gridania. Elazins and their faux French names, yeah. Given the season, you shall no doubt find more than one individual who is flummoxed by their feelings. Strike our pose before these lost souls, and with an outpouring of love, grant them the courage to tell what's in their hearts. There are a few areas in particular I'd like you to visit once you're ready. Just say the word, and we can begin. Alright, everyone, I got the emote. I could run away. I don't have to help them. I could leave everyone to stew in their depression. Valentine's Day is mine. I got the reward. I gotta do it. They don't give you the achievement as proof that you did it. The time is right to inspire Gridanians to listen to their hearts. Ready? Wonderful. I've marked out a few locations in the area where people tend to mingle. I'm confident you will find more than a few individuals in need of a little push. Show them your best rendition of the love heart to give them the courage they need. Okay, so we already got like the main reward. I'll replace the All Saints charm. Let's do a little quick demonstration of it. It's cute. I've been seeing a lot of people posing around with it lately. The achievements. You don't understand. I need all the achievements in an MMO. Insane people do that shit where like they try and get every single achievements in MMOs. I've learned to stop doing that because a lot of them are locked behind very long, boring, awful grinds, and it's better for your mental health not to focus on those grinds. Otherwise, you're gonna go insane. They're meant to be an accumulated over time thing, but even then, Final Fantasy 14 has some that are just like you have to basically poop in a sock and be on this game 24/7 to get them. So they actually are achievements. They're not like little baby shit where it's like, take 5 steps forward. Here you go. Here's a mount everyone else gets. There you go, hopeless lass. That is an adorable pose, but why show it to me? You meant to encourage me. That is very kind of you, but I'm afraid I find the prospect of confessing daunting. Though I could ask him his professional opinion on which vegetables are most suited to be cut into heart shapes. A completely natural question, considering the spirit of Valentine's Day, yes? Truth be told, I've had my eye on him for quite some time now. I simply didn't know how to approach, but thanks to your unique motivation, I've finally found the inspiration I needed. Though it occurs to me, how did the heart become associated with Valentine's Day in the first place? I hope to Nofika he doesn't ask me. We'll do it the long, scenic route. Running through a city is nice. Mods are illegal. I can't use things like reshader and make the game look nicer and brighter. There's our quest NPC right there. Dejected lad. Oh. I feel you, bro. Hang in there. Your pose is quite the pose. What's with all these NPCs saying Why did I go to bed and overnight became a big meme? Like, it feels like just me and my friends would just like do it to just be stupid, like But now it's like everyone, their mother is doing it. I see. It's a symbol of love, a call to bare one's heart, scars and all. My beloved stormed off earlier because I was terribly late for our rendezvous. I dared not tell her the reason for fear it would vex her further. I had been so preoccupied selecting a gift for her that I lost track of time. I must apologize to her and explain myself. Thank you for helping me to see that, my friend. Mayhap there is a time yet for Valentine's Day miracle. I mean, you already got the girl. You were late because of her. She has to forgive you. She was on your mind 100% of the time. It's just a misunderstanding. You there. You're in need of a love heart. Stop with that. What manner of strange gesticulation have you just accosted me with? A curse? Nay? An insult? Explain yourself this instant. Oh, excuse me. I need to be brave enough to express my feelings? Are you claiming that I, a proud lancer of wood whalers, lack courage of all things? Well, you would be right. I'm too craven to invite someone to a simple meal, but your gesture, Now that I understand its intent, has rekindled my warrior's spirit, I will carry out this task as if were my sworn duty. My thanks, adventurer, and forgive me for assuming the worst. You have taught the townsfolk to remain steadfast in their face of love and inspired them to act. Report the results of your efforts to Astrid at Mikedo's amphitheater. Let's go to Scenic Way, because I could just click on the Aetheryte right there and go to where I need to go, but the scenic route is nicer, is it not? You get to see more of this city that was created back in, what, 2013? 2011? More or less is like, yeah, I think it's like in 1.0 anyways, but like they kind of doctored it up a little bit when they had to completely burn the game down and rebuild it because 1.0 failed so massively. And there will be people out there that are like, I prefer 1.0. And I guess fair enough, I guess. If you like Final Fantasy 11 more than 14, it more resembled Final Fantasy 11, I guess. But I like it the way it is, because I'm a dirty casual. I had a weird dream I was playing Salmon Run in Splatoon, and you were a commentator, Rick. I specifically remember you talking about the seasonal Abraham Lincoln cosmetics, the Salmonoids. What? hey, Ema. What a strange dream that was. You're back. Seeing as my sister has yet to return, might I ask you and Emily to recount how you fared in the meantime? Well, I found the pose to be eye-catching if nothing else, perhaps even embarrassing so. Even though it was I who invented it. Regardless, I am proud to say folk were practically lining up to see it. What about you, Rickubus? I see. Whilst I'm glad to hear others were spurred to action, it saddens me slightly that some do not know the origins of Valentione's Day symbol, the heart. Which makes me wonder, are you two aware of how it came to be associated with Valentione's Day? I haven't the slightest idea. I've never thought about it. It has something to do with House Valentione, I think. Maybe? That's what my heart is telling me to say. Cause like I think maybe I say that all the time when I'm not entirely 100% certain that I am completely telling the truth. Or know what I'm talking about. Indeed, but that only scratches the surface. Allow me to elaborate. It all began with... Ugh. Lisette, heavens, your face is white as a sheet. What's wrong? For defense, I saw him speaking with a woman in the Carline canopy. They were alone together, speaking intimately. Oh no. You don't suppose it was... Oh gods. You don't suppose it was a tryst, do you? What's a tryst? Wait. Let me Google this real quick. Tryst. A private romantic rendezvous between lovers. Oh, I see. You learn something new every day when you play this game. You hear words you've never heard before. This is how you expand your dictionary. But then you completely forget as soon as you stop playing. Go shove a big fat hamburger in your face and then fall asleep for 12 hours. The American way. Absolutely not. You know Hortefence would never be unfaithful to you. Nay, purge the very thought from your mind. I know, but when I saw him and that woman whispering to each other like they were in their own little world, my heart stopped. Before I knew it, I was running from the sight of them as fast as my legs would take me. Love is the fruit born of bravery. Have you forgotten these words, Lisette? They are our words passed down by our ancestor, Countess Arabelle de Valentione. She summoned the courage to pursue love through all manner of hardship. And she was not merely a countess, but also a warrior true. Naught symbolizes what she fought for more than her crimson shield, forged in the shape of a heart. The symbol is a source of courage. Remember that. Thank you, Astrid. You are right. Countess Arabelle would be mortified to see her progeny act with such cowardice. I must honor her legacy. I am ready, Hortefence. If he intends to elope with another woman and live to tell the tale, he has another think coming. Another think or another thing? Did they actually make a typo? But knowing this game, my think would probably actually fit in. Ahem. I am clueless as to the nature of Hortefant's connection with his mystery woman, but I dare say Lisette needs friends by her side. Might I prevail upon you both to join her? But of course, leave it to us. You have my gratitude. I place her in your capable hands. We better hurry. She said Hortefant and his unknown woman were in Carline Canopy. I'm sure that's where she's headed. Alright, let's go to Scenic Way again. I could use the Aetherite shards, but I'm just gonna run there, because why the fuck not? We're almost pretty much done with the event. I think we got 1 or 2 more cutscenes, and that's about it. I don't know what kind of festivities I could do in the spirit of Valentine's Day. I was hoping like the Moogle event thing would have come back so I could do that a few times, but apparently not. Apparently not. The mystery woman. Hortefence, who is that woman? God, she's lost control of her tongue. What should we do? Love is the fruit born of bravery. Hortefence Pastoroit, for what reason do you intimate yourself with this comely young maiden, knowing full well that another has entrusted her future to you? Well, have you not to say for yourself? It would seem nerves caused Lisette to fall back into the mannerisms of her noble upbringing. Comely. Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry. This is all a misunderstanding. I came to Hortefence for counsel, as I admire the devoted relationship he has with you. I was hoping he could offer me advice in nurturing a similar bond with the one I adore. Lisette, my love, my first thought was that you could not bear to wait another moment for our meeting, but now I see you could not bear the thought of me with another. 'Tis as if the very Fury herself stands before me. A goddess in both spirit and flesh, full of passion and devotion. Oh, what a fortunate man am I. God damn it, Dragonic dude. I was hoping I could raid into you tonight. There we go. There we go. Let me do a quick shout out real quick. We're just doing a little Final Fantasy 14 stream. We'll continue with the story in just a bit. Let me take care of this. You were doing more Monster Hunter World. I see. Hope your stream went well. If you need to go rest, get food, and all that, please do so. You won't be missing much. It's a Final Fantasy 14 stream. That's how it works, doesn't it? Your raid targets always raid you first. Yeah, yeah. Game fun, game addictive. I've tried to get into Monster Hunter a billion times, and it just doesn't stick with me. I think I just got filtered with Monster Hunter, where I just don't enjoy the concept of playing alone in Monster Hunter because it feels more like an MMO to me, and I don't know. I always feel like I'm like falling behind, and like the pressure of if I fail, then like I'm the reason the mission failed and everything. But I mean, I played with hammers, I played with hunting horns. I tried to be more of a support role. Monster Hunter is a series I want to get into one day. It's just kind of where do I even begin at this point? I feel like I fell off that horse when I should have learned how to ride that horse when I was a little wee baby. I had the original Monster Hunter on PS2. I paid Capcom money to play online. I was like one of the first and earliest adopters of the Monster Hunter series, and I fell off there, which is very, very unfortunate. I hear that weapons can change your impression a lot. Yeah, like hammers just feel really good to use because you're just smashing enemies in the head and breaking horns really easily. But I like to buff people as well. But hunting horns are like a high, I feel like they're a much more higher skill ceiling. But yeah, thank you very much for the raid. Let's continue with the story. 'Tis as if the very Fury herself stands before me, a goddess in both spirit and flesh, full of passion and devotion. Oh, what a fortunate man I am. I. And I regret that my actions would cause you even a moment of suffering. Please set your heart at ease, my darling. I have eyes for none but you, now and forever. I only chose a private location so this young lady could seek counsel away from eavesdroppers. Oh, that's it? Gods, I've made a complete fool of myself. Forgive me, both of you. That a lady of House Valentione should comport herself in such a way, I am completely ashamed. Is this a confession? No, it's a complete misunderstanding. She thought her lover fell in love with another woman, but no, the woman was going to him for counseling so that she could have a relationship as amazing as his. If I may, my lady, I now understand why you would be upset, and I admire your bravery for confronting us. With that, I had the courage to give voice to my own feelings. I may no longer be the head emissary of love, but I am as well equipped as ever to speak on matters of the heart. Whoa! Love is the fruit born of bravery, my dear. Though it is terrifying to bare your heart to another, it is more terrifying still to live never knowing what might have been. You must confess. I promise you the risk is worth the reward. Yeah, that's a good message there to have, like, you know. It is absolutely terrifying to have feelings for someone and not act on them, thinking like maybe it's not gonna work out, maybe they're not gonna feel the same way back. Sometimes you just gotta, you gotta do it. And I've been very lousy all my life at doing it. But even when I have done it, it's, I have gotten rejected more than I have ever been accepted. It's a rough thing for me, I feel. One day. One day. I suppose I would regret it for the rest of my days if I never found love because I was too afraid to fight for it. You're right, my lady. I will do my best. Once again, forgive me for defense. What's wrong? The sight of your angelic pose struck me to my very core. My heart is like to burst from my chest. I think he means he'll live. Anyway, the two of us will return and appraise Astrid of what happened here. I trust you won't mind if we inform her that you and Hortefence will be partaking in the festivities earlier than scheduled. Well, 'twas our plan from the beginning, and it would do much to smooth over this little misunderstanding. Please extend my apologies to Astrid for any worry I might have caused. Let us return to Makedo's amphitheater and give Astrid the good news. Yeah, liking someone and confessing to them is a selfish act, but it's important to voice your feelings. Oh, you become bi and still no romance. Oh, I'm sorry, Dragonic dude. No. I mean, whatever you are, love is still a very fucking hard thing to come by. I got a lot of feelings on love, and I don't know. I've definitely been put through the ringer a few times. I've had relationships, but they've never really lasted too long. And when I fall for someone, I fall pretty damn deep. And so that often leads to a lot of heartbreak. So I'm like, maybe I should just be a little bit more selfish and distant with relationships. But I don't think that's in my nature. I think I'm just destined to always be a little bit too affectionate, maybe clingy. Not the best word to say, really. People don't really like clinginess. Maybe some people like clinginess, but I'm not like terrifying clinginess, I don't think. I'm just more of, what's the word? Doting. I want to spend time a lot with the people that I love. This fucking Inuyasha cosplayer right here. That's a good cosplay for Valentine's Day. I used to put so much effort into finding a relationship, but for a long time now I have taken a much more passive and observant approach. I mean, that's fair enough too, Dragonic dude. I used to put a lot of time and effort too into doing stuff and always sending like drawing, what it would be like drawing stuff, sending care packages, trying to spend as much time as I could with them. But after a while, it does kind of burn you out, and then you get more cynical as time goes on. And then you get the worry like, oh, what if it happens again? You get so used to being burned that like it kind of like it makes you afraid to continue doing what you used to do, thinking like, was I doing something wrong this entire time, or was I just not meeting the right people that would appreciate said things? Yeah, sorry for the little bit of a deep personal talk, I guess. We'll stop being cringe with our feelings right now. Ugh. No lesson learned, he called it cringe. Oh, I'm so relieved. It was all just an unfortunate misunderstanding. I must thank you for being there for my sister. It truly means the world. You deserve my thanks as well, Emily. Don't mention it. I'm happy we were able to help. Though we've had our ups and downs, I believe we accomplished our goal of showing folk how important it is to express their feelings to those they hold dear. All in all, I'd say this Valentine's Day has been a success. Which reminds me, although my explanation of the heart's origins were interspersed with some dramatics, I take it you were able to piece together its meaning. Yes, indeed, a noble woman and a proud knight. Countess Arabella's legacy lives on, not only in the tradition of Valentine's Day, but in its symbol, her beloved heart-shaped shield. Hello, Mechanicat. Huh? Who just followed? Orchid of the Void, thank you very much for the follow. In commemoration of her brave pursuit of love in the face of insurmountable odds, the heart came to symbolize her, and eventually the very concept of love itself, capturing the imaginations of men and women around the world. Let me drink some water, because yeah, this dries out my voice. You can tell I'm not really used to reading out so much dialogue. Today, while many may recognize the symbol, few know its history. With Emily's love heart, I believe people will become curious to know the story of our tradition, and for that, I am overjoyed. Countess Arabella's tale will undoubtedly give many the courage to pursue love, just as it did your sister. May we all learn from the Countess's example. I pray you and yours have a Valentine's Day overflowing with affection, my friend. If I had one. Heartfelt gesture. Bum ba dum. Let's buy 4 of the chairs. Okay, got 4. Then we got some white chocolate and heart chocolate. And prismatic heart left and prismatic heart right. Here's where my if I had my other half, she'd be at my side. But no. It's incomplete. No. They've always done cute little couple things that you could do in Final Fantasy XIV now. Let's head to... I could just teleport to either of these ones. Just do the meme with the heart chair where you press into a wall. Yeah. I gotta find it, like, yeah, here we go. They gave 2 mounts one year, but the whole catch was like they were 2 halves of the same heart chair. There we go. My love life in a summarization right here. Just let me into your heart, please, please. I swear I'm worth it. Please, no, no. I've been walled out. No, no. No. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just awkward. Some awkward goof that likes Pokemon, Sonic the Hedgehog, plays MMOs, is an artist, is a broke boy. You know, all the red flags of a relationship. Oh my, like, no girl out there ever is like, oh my god, he likes Pokemon and Sonic the Hedgehog, he likes video games, and he's an artist? What a steal. Oh, he has brown hair and glasses? Oh, that's a rarity. You don't get a whole lot of those types of boys around, huh? That just be being self-depreciative. Like, is this my Hinge profile? No, I don't even know what Hinge is. Is that some new fucking dating service? I don't keep up with dating services at all. I don't know what the fucking people are doing now. I know that they're just all scams. A better dating app? That's what they say about all of them after they come out. Yeah, I still have the Christmas decorations up. Whoops. Hee hee ha ha ha. I just did not feel like decorating, so let's go back to the main house. All dating apps are traps. Yeah, basically. They all they start out okay, and then they start doing the algorithm stuff, and then that in turn forces you to pay money for better results, and that's why I don't like trust any of them. Right, put this in my inventory. I just place the heart chair. Yeah, I just do not like dating websites at all. I tried for a while, but everything on them just felt very hollow, fake. You read one profile, you read them all. They start all feeling like bots, and like, I don't know, is it mean to say, but like, people think they're original and there's no one else out there like them. But it's just like you see the same profile over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Haha, you're a foodie, you like dogs, you like to travel. It's like, is that like the inner incel coming out to like point something like that out? But it's like, literally like, yeah, all you want to do is travel and drink wine and eat good food, and you love dogs. That's like the brown hair and glasses. Of like a nerd with brown hair and glasses. Wow, what a steal. That's me trashing on myself. No one else. Okay. Like, I don't know. Who knows? Chicks might actually be into dudes with brown hair and glasses. I don't know. Stream's getting a bit choppy. Me with brown hair and glasses. Nah. You're good, pup. You're good. You don't have a crippling addiction to shitty video games. It's only if you like Pokemon and Sonic the Hedgehog that you have to worry. If you get what I'm saying. It was probably just your PC, Ema. Everything seems fine on my end. Man, the stream has only really been going for like an hour and 12 minutes, but we're pretty much like just about over with all the content that I could really show in the game. Unless I were to maybe run some content and show you guys something. You say that, but I play mobile games and Art makes fun of me for it. Yeah. I'll make fun of anyone that plays mobile games too, but I play fucking Scrimblow games, and I love a lot of autistic shit that no one else cares about, which is like why I'm already super alienating and niche. So, you know, you hear those horror stories about girlfriends getting angry at their boyfriends because all they want to do is play Call of Duty. And I'm like, wow, this is like what a normie relationship is like. Wow. Oh yeah, I'm also a VTuber and a streamer on Twitch. Add that to the dating application. Oh man, so many women are I'm gonna have so many suitors lining up to like get a piece of this. Mine was when my ex would play Dota until he got so bad he wouldn't speak to me. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That's like fucking, that resonates, that like same energy of the fucking pictures of like women, like they just like tell their boyfriend, get on the PC, open up a video game, and I'm gonna take a picture of my legs spread open, and then like he's just playing a game on the PC windowed by her legs, and then it's like he just nutted in me, and then he just started playing fucking Counter-Strike or like Final Fantasy 14 or like Pokemon Showdown or something like that. That'll probably, I hope I have a relationship that has that sort of humor one day. I can't believe he nutted into me to only go play a critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14 with a free trial up to level 80. So dumb, so dumb. I really like the Aloha Island theme, which is what I have playing right now. My face when I'm wiping my chin, and he's launching a classic WoW server. This is gonna get too much into like foul territory if we keep talking about this. Is there really like nothing I can do? You know what? This came out recently. Let's try and do it if anyone is like even gonna be doing it. Yeah, I don't know how much I like show off my main house in Final Fantasy 14. He's got windows right by his bath. What a pervert. What a fucking pervert. This is the basement. How are there even windows there? This is Final Fantasy 14 houses. We don't question these things. God, this makes so much noise. It's a shame that these chairs, I believe, are a part of this furniture, so I can't just replace them with the heart chairs. This was a previous Valentine's Day event piece of furniture right here, which is this giant chocolate fountain with the fruit. Did I get all the stuff from the Moogle event? I'm pretty sure I had everything already, really. Actually, what time is it? Actually, can I... It's probably... If I could end this with ocean fishing, that'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be fucking fantastic. I don't know if it's like every odd hour or not. 9 o'clock is an odd hour. We're going fishing. We're going fishing. Or wait, no, I don't think, I think I probably missed the window. What is it, 15 minutes? Shit. Shit, 42 minutes? God damn it, that's way too long. I'm not gonna stall a stream that long to go fishing. I could have carefully planned this and timed it out, but no. I can't G-pose while fishing. Damn. Ocean fishing, I haven't actually done that yet, but I don't really need the Moogle tomes for anything. I remember playing Final Fantasy Star Universe, and they never patched it on the USA version, so you couldn't place furniture in other players' houses. At least once a guy booted my entire team right after the boss so he could take all the loot boxes. So I tracked down their house and filled it with toilets. Nice, that's some good revenge right there. God, this queue's taking forever. It's probably not gonna pop. No, I tend to stream Final Fantasy XIV really early in the day, but every time I do that, there's like not a whole lot of people watching, to be honest. And I committed the sin of looking at the viewer count right now, and there's like 11 of you guys watching right now, and I'm like, huh? Granted, some of you are probably like tabbed out or multi-stream drifting. I get it. I do it too sometimes. There's not enough hours in the day and not enough eyes and different hearing sources to watch everyone. But yeah, thank you for choosing me tonight to watch Final Fantasy XIV. I'll give it just a bit to see if the window pops, but we're probably not going to be able to do this goofy little trial that they gave us at the very end of the Hildebrand. Maybe if I were to go healer, it would pop faster, but I have no confidence in my ability to dodge all the mechanics of this fight. Actually, I don't know if I got to showcase this mount yet, but I probably did. It's a cute mount. I get carried around by this fairy. There is another new reward, which is also equally as goofy. A fucking UFO from the alien from, like, what is it, Final Fantasy VIII? Which is like a little side quest, or you find this little blue alien. What is it called again? I'm already forgetting its name. We get a little minion of it, though. Ooh. It starts with P something. I'm forgetting. I got so many minions, just even finding it is insane. Oh, no, there he is, Poo-poo. For anyone that is a fan of Final Fantasy VIII, here you go. You get this, you get him as a little minion. He's pretty big for a minion, too. He's like just about as big as my Lalafell. I mean, I don't want you to like have to log in if you're not logged in, Decodary, and like transfer to a different data center and all that. I know it's kind of a hassle with how Square Enix has everything set up. It takes a while. Hello, Honeyham. I'm looking up the chat real quick and seeing like, yeah. Imagine hearing all those hearing sources. I mean, yeah, it's so many audio sources. I'm like, am I even registering what is even happening anymore? That's why I try not to like multi-stream drift at this point. It's so hard to like keep up with people, and if I'm in your stream, I'm likely watching. I'm listening. I'm lurking. I like his little sounds. He makes little squeaky sounds. Ah, shit. Okay, I'm gonna go on a quick BR back. I keep getting texts, so I have to take care of something real quick.
Listen up! I'm not here to babysit you panty waste. I'm here to make you better Nintendo players. So what does Mario do here, Mr. Jackson?
What?
Wrong. You. Wrong.
Do a little dance.
Wrong.
To get better at Nintendo, pick up super secret game tips on packages of Pepsi. Best of all, you can win one of thousands of Super Nintendo entertainment systems delivered via Federal Express.
Boo! I want you in my office now.
This kid's an animal.
You could win Super Nintendo with Pepsi.
Hi, 私キャサリンよ。スーパーマリオ USA で敵キャラを演じてるの。おっと。アメリカでは売れっ子だったのよ。今度は日本のお友達を優しく遊ばせてあげるわ。
アメリカ帰りのファミコンソフトスーパーマリオ USA
できちゃった。
PC エンジン
青春のスピンペア。佐藤君、君は反射神経が全然足らない。これでもっと練習しなさい
と言われた生徒はスピンペアで反射神経を養い、ついに
やったー先生。
佐藤君、
通信対戦対応パズルアクションゲームスピンペア新発売。
メディアリング
64
よーいと来てドーンと来ていてーって来て危ないな、ぶつかるってばこけてる姿もかっこいいねなんて言ってる場合じゃないよ。ほらほら見て見て、ナイスジャンプナイスターン。俺ってかっこいいねえ、どうなのよこの走り、すっげえのやればできるもんだこれが。こいつは手強いコースだぜ、技を磨いて駆け抜けろ。任天堂エキサイトバイク64。
びっくり。
スーパードンキーコング2。
スーパードンキーコングの第2弾いよいよ登場。期待をはるかに上回る多彩なステージ、新しいヒロインディクシーが加わってますます広がるドンキーコングワールド。スーパーファミコンが4000円安くなるクーポン券付きスーパードンキーコング2新発売。
ゲームボーイアドバンス。
世界のどこかにあるスライムの街、平和に暮らすスライムたちを突如襲った謎の尻尾だ。さらわれた仲間たちを救うため今冒険の旅が始まる。伸びて弾けてモリモリ乗せろ。スライムモリモリドラゴンクエスト衝撃の尻尾弾11月14日発売。
Cool.
You'll puke with pleasure. You'll vomit with excitement. You'll shit with fear. You'll bleed.
For the 10x10 giveaway, where you can win a Super Nintendo! Contest details are coming up, so stay glued to your tube! Let's welcome our new Super Nintendo winners! There's Danny Crow, Ronel Alfonso, Jessica Branting, and Tyrone King! You could be a winner too! Just watch it win with 10x10, only on the Family Channel!
They're coming to your neighborhood.
You're not the pizza guy.
Zombies ate my neighbors! Now playing on Sega Genesis and Super NES, a 55-level feeding frenzy of time-cut creature features. Fend off bee-moving maniacs with your weed whackers, exploding soda pop, and oozy squirt gun. Save the neighbors! Or they're dead meat. Zombies ate my neighbors! From Konami.
出る出るゼルダの伝説出る出る出る出るついに出るゴージャス今度の冒険リアル君もすぐに体験ハッと息のむ謎解きアクションなるほどスーパーファミコン危ないゼルダいけリンク知らず知らずと真剣勝負今宵もゼルダは最高潮スーパーファミコンゼルダの伝説出る出る出る出るついに出る
Just for kids, Pizza Ranch Salad Dressing! Can you describe its taste? Fun flavor that'll blow your mind! From Hidden Valley. And hey, now you can collect your favorite Sega Sonic Chaos characters on video game TV stickers. They're free! Wrapped right on specially marked bottles of Hidden Valley salad dressings for kids. And you can enter to win a Sega Game Gear system with Sonic Chaos cartridge. 300 kids will win! Details on marked bottles or write for official rules.
ゲームボーイアドバンス。
語り継がれる伝説がある、伝えたい感動がある。シリーズ2作ここに復活。サンサーラナーがワンツー。竜と一緒にいざ世界の果て。
地上と地下を行ったり来たりの立体アクションパズルゲームだ。地下を掘り進め、地上を駆け抜けろ。ゲームボーイソフトモグラーニャ、扉の向こうに君の知らない新しい世界が待っている。ゲームボーイポケットでモグラーニャ。
It's McDonald's Happy Birthday Happy Meal.
Let's decorate. Good work.
Bring your kids to McDonald's for a Happy Birthday Hamburger Happy Meal and let them celebrate with their favorite characters.
What's that?
A Sonic Boom!
There's the Berenstain Bears Hot Wheels Muppet Babies. Collect all 15 and make a birthday train.
This looks cool.
Thanks, Barbie. Ready to party, guys?
You bet, Doc.
Party on, dude. Whoa.
What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
And we're back. Go ahead, callers.
How do I get from World 3 to World...
Don't ask me. Call for Nintendo Power. Operators are standing by and the call is free. Subscribe now and get the first strategy guide. 84 pages of tips on Super Mario Bros. 3. You'll warp through worlds faster than you can say spaghetti and meatballs. So make the call already.
Introducing the epic challenge that only the Super Nintendo Entertainment System could make possible. Cross
Across endless land and water, you search. Deep into a parallel world where light becomes dark, you search. And just when you think your search has ended, you find it's just begun. The new Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Now you're playing with power, superpower.
前回を上回る大冒険です。安全性はどうか。危険はつきものです。プレステ2でさらに過激。クラッシュバンディクー4。大丈夫だって。コナミ。
犯人のシナリオ通りにことが進めば、あなたは数時間後に惨殺される。赤川次郎原作野草曲。
パックインソフト。
64。
ピカチュウ右だ。
世界初音声認識ゲーム。ピカチュウ。
ピカチュウ。
かわいい。任天堂64ピカチュウ元気でチュウ。ピカチュウ。
64。ピカチュウ。死刑。
部長。ピカチュウ右だ。叩いて。
ピカチュウ。
10万ボルト。踊って。世界初ピカチュウと話せるゲーム。ピカチュウゲットだね。
ピカチュウ。
任天堂64ピカチュウ元気でチュウ。ゲットだね。
Power, power, power. Now, you are playing with power.
Punch Out by Nintendo. 11 world-class contenders. Take them down with your controller, beat them all, and you've got a shot at Tyson's title. But for that, you've got to beat Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's Punch Out from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Dragon Quest すごいドラゴンクエストできました。ドラゴンクエスト5天空の花嫁 Annex。
この戦いに勝つことで僕は何を手に入れ何を失ったのだろう。ワンダと巨像。プレイステーション。
With a Nintendo Star Fox flight cap, you can think like a fox. Fox McCloud. Chips 350 and 2 proofs from Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats.
Joey! Just call me Fox.
It all started so simply. I had just finished my usual morning routine of nude funkercise, fired up the Barca Lounger, grabbed a quick bite to eat, and prepared to watch some serious tube. Little did I know, my snack was sent by Rez.
Speed とは男のロマン。
いらっしゃいませ。
レースとは俺の生き様。
お客様。お客様。お客様。
任天堂ゲームキューブマリオカートダブルダッシュ。
ホットマリオ。
ホットのマリオカートは2人乗り。前と後ろ2人をチェンジ。そのタイミングで勝負が決まる。一発逆転のスペシャルアイテムでライバルをぶっちぎれ。マリオカートダブルダッシュ。
The Simpsons is brought to you by 3DO, the most advanced home gaming system in the universe. What are you playing with?
伝説の宝物を求めて一人の男が冒険へと旅立ちます。彼の名はトル。
Alright, sorry for the extended break. I had food I needed to eat. Oh hey, there's Deco right there, and my queue popped, and I missed the queue. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm assuming you're good to go. Everything is back in order. Hello, Robert. I see you showed up. I see you showed up during the break. I now have the hamburger debuff. I ate a hamburger. By the time I'm probably done with this, we can actually wrap it up with some ocean fishing. Doing the new emote. Wait. Try to synchronize it up just a bit. So it's a stupid dance you get from doing all the beast tribes. Yeah, hamburger time. Yeah, it was already like half cold. I'm like, oh shit. I better eat this now. I was just gonna, I was gonna give you guys like hamburger ASMR with the new microphone, but I decided against it because I'm like, yeah, actually, no. The commercials would probably be more entertaining for you guys than a fucking fat slob eating a hamburger on stream. So, shove a hamburger down your throat challenge without choking. I'm still alive. If I ended up choking, I'd be locked in my room, dead in my seat. Oh man, this queue really does not like popping. Maybe it's not a healer issue, maybe it's a tank issue. Let me get that fucking UFO out. Actually, no. I have these mounts. I don't know if I showed these off on stream yet, but from the Island Sanctuary. Pretty rare to get, but my assumption that was this was gonna be a Halloween reward for the year that they had to cancel the Halloween event. This one is like super cheap and affordable on the market board. You could get this one easy. It's this is the one that's a pain in the ass to get because it requires all these like at least like 6-9 months of grinding. But I have some alts that I could use to speed up the process without having to spend money because I have no life. Sadly, we're in a zone where I can't fly, but a bunch of island, what do they call them? Hyacinths? The very pretty island flowers like pop up and they circle you. So it's like it's supposed to be like an island flower mandragora. You can get them in like the little gacha boxes, right? Is that how you got yours, Deco? Nice. One of my friends was saying like they're trying to get it that way too. And I had enough tickets, I'm just like, no, whatever. Here you go. Have this mount. I don't want you to like be wasting all this. Like heart goes out to people that only have one character and they're trying to get that mount out of sheer luck because I know the odds are like so stacked against you with those things. You gotta be like really lucky. Keeps me doing Island Sanctuary content, so I think this mount has a value of at least like 20 million on the market board right now, but I haven't checked in a while. Gonna go somewhere a little bit more festive for now while waiting. This has been a lot of padding for a Final Fantasy 14 stream. Oh, here we go. You wanted the crying one that I had first? Oh my god. Giant woman spotted. But she's got creepy faces coming out of her face though. Oh no, I forgot to fix my portrait. I'm given the fluoride stare.
Have you the courage and strength to face me? Will you dodge or will you bleed?
I still need to get the triple triad card from this, but I haven't had any luck. So maybe I'll have streamer's luck and get it.
You've not time to blink. Tremble before the might of the minutiae. Come forth, embodiment of carnage. Revel on the bloody field of war. The spirit of battle awakens. Sharp is the lesson.
Okay, so the giant, the even bigger version of her does a mirror of what she does in the center. Oops, let my
the gleaming edge. Unmerciful light shine upon you.
Gonna do a giant line down the center. There we go.
Behold the six-fold blade.
I suck at doing this mechanic. It's too much to remember. I can never get the pattern down just right. Running around with the chicken like with my head cut off. Okay, there we go. Ah! Still got it. Still got me.
Fury be my strength.
So I think the opposition cancels it out. Yeah.
I will scatter your bones. Show me your steel. Spirit of battle awakens. Hear the gleaming edge. Show me your
Now, I believe it's gonna... Is that the part where it teleports around? Yeah. So on top of that, you gotta memorize in or out or line, and then it also changes position, so you gotta adapt to that too. Sorry if the music for this is maybe a little bit too loud, but it's a great fucking song.
Unmerciful light shine upon you.
It's gonna be a line down the center. He's such a bad bard. He's not good at his job.
Behold the sixfold blade.
This will be the start point. Shit. Ah! Okay. Embarrassing. I died on stream. That shit trips me up. My brain doesn't, like, comprehend.
The face of battle is ever changing. Joyful is your downfall. I will scatter your bones. Will you dodge or will you bleed? You've not time to blink.
This will be a good test to see, like, how much of my keyboard gets picked up with the new microphone. I don't have a mic arm, so I'm pretty sure cancellation, the shaking isn't. I will scatter your balls. This will be like a good, like I said, a good test of, like, vibrations when using a keyboard. Kinda. You. Ah, shit. Okay, you. Shit, they both left before I could, like, get it in. Okay. It was like that Dark Knight glam is, like, really fucking cool. Alright. Ocean fishing time in, like, 10 minutes. We've managed to kill enough time. No, I didn't get the card I needed. My inventory is a absolute mess right now. If you want to do some ocean fishing, Deco, feel free to join me. I'm heading to the docks now. Just gotta pay attention to left or right first, and that's it. My brain, I'm a Final Fantasy XIV player. Knowing the difference between left and right? Ugh. Starboard and larboard all over again. You know the meme. Okay, we got 8 minutes until we set off. Though, I'm gonna have to turn on the chat once we get into... because people tend to give advice on what bait to use and all that. The streaming etiquette for Final Fantasy 14 is like usually all over the place. One, don't stream with mods on. A lot of big Twitch streamers broke that rule, but Square Enix didn't really seem to care because it was free advertising for their game. 2, try and hide people's names and identities as much as possible. 3, set yourself as away or busy so that people can't private message you and whatnot. And I don't know. Also tends to be like hide the chat, which is like why you see stuff put down in the corner, like right here in this area. Like people just put like a funny little image or whatever. I tend not to put anything down here. It's probably really annoying to look at because of like all that empty space in my bar. This is like how my chat usually looks when I play. There have been streams in the past where I ignored that rule, and I basically just I just had like everything available, but also the names kind of like wreck the bitrate and all that. So I like to turn the names off now and just leave like NPC names up. Just put a PNG over your chat box or blur it. Yeah, Let's see what image I could put up there while we have some time. I'm looking for like a really good... Oh, okay. I think I found. If you guys ever wonder and see me in your chats using this this emote right here, donk. I love donk. Do the fat idiot Rickubus pit. That's a good one too. There we go. Donk has it covered. I could turn the chat on at least now. Get donk jump scared. It looks so tacky. It looks so tacky. I don't know. I see Final Fantasy streams and I never like that. That's donk is my tier 3 emote because I know no one in their fucking right mind is ever gonna buy a tier 3 sub to me. So I wanted to make it the stupidest, most unappealing emote ever that no one would ever fucking want. And so that's the origins of what the fuck even is my tier 3 subscription emote. I wish Twitch would just do away with tier 2 and 3. And I honestly wish they would drop the subscriptions down to like $1.99 or like 99 cents per streamer, and I think more people would be open to supporting more people if it wasn't already so expensive to just support one person. Like $5 is, I don't know, to me that feels like a lot. That feels like a lot. I know I probably know nothing about how any of this shit works, honestly, and why they can't have cheaper ones. I know YouTube, $8 per sub. Yeah, it's fucking insane. It's too fucking expensive. YouTube, like, their whole sub system is generally nicer and cheaper from what I've seen. I basically equate it to like phone app stores and stuff where people are more inclined to spend 99 cents or $1.99, and there's power in numbers rather than relying on a select few who actually want to pay a small fortune to support a single person when there's so many other talented people out there that you just wish you could support and sub to everyone and, you know, sub to friends and all that. But I'm a little bit of a cheapskate. I'm a little bit frugal with my money. Also, Twitch won't accept my card anymore, so I'm like, oh, okay, I can't fucking sub to anyone now. Thank you, Twitch. So, whatever. I I'll try it again, maybe, but I don't know. It's kind of nice not to have active subscriptions to worry about now. It was back during September last year. I wanted to like renew the subs that I had going, but you know, bank stuff, cards or whatever, like you swap to a new card, and then that's a monkey wrench in your entire plans, and then it's like Twitch is like, nope, we like it said the payment went through to stay subbed to some of the channels that I've been subbed to for a while. And then after September ended, because I waited till the last moment to do it, it said, oh yeah, your card got rejected. And I'm like, oh, god damn it. So I didn't get the September price for subscribing to people, and then it just didn't even subscribe at all. So I was like, damn, fuck. And I've been subscription free on Twitch for a while now. I do hate the pressure to stay subscribed to people. It kind of feels weird to be subscribed to someone for like say 2 years, and suddenly you're not subscribed anymore, and like you're hoping that they're not upset that you're not subscribed anymore. That goes into like maybe parasocial territory, I guess. It's just the way that Twitch is like very gamified, and I don't really care for that a whole lot. And I say it plenty of times. It's sometimes like you don't even need the subs and all that shit. It's if people regularly show up and hang out with you, that's kind of nice and fulfilling in its own way. It doesn't have to be for monetary gain and all that. There's a lot of people and streamers out there that all they care about is how much money am I making. I want to do this as a living, and I understand that's their hustle and what they want to do, because people gotta survive. They gotta put food on the table. They gotta pay the bills. A lot about life is you don't get to do the things you want to do because life gets in the way, and life is expensive. So people gotta do what they gotta do. But I don't know. I always say it, I'm a lonely person. That's mainly the reason why I stream. I just want to share the stuff that I like. We'll do the ruby price. Unless you have any objections, Deco. Well, too late. The goal is 8,000 points. Yeah, 8,000 points, which I should be able to do pretty easy. I wish ocean fishing was something you could just randomly queue for. So I would grind the hell out of this if I could, for like some of the more lucrative rewards. This is like one of my favorite things about Final Fantasy XI, was just like you would get on a ship and there would just be a bunch of people fishing while it travels in real time to its location. And people would fish up monsters and stuff, and like the ship would get invaded by ghosts if you went through a storm. But it's not really like this in Final Fantasy XIV. It's a lot more on the casual side, where you're just fishing, there's no distractions. No combat or anything. People are always like worried, like, how do I get a high score in ocean fishing? And it's actually really easy. Getting the rewards is really super easy. Use chum between cast for faster bite times. You don't even have to be max level to get the mount. Chum again. We've been teased with the dolphins and the seagulls. Sometimes like these little random events happen and they'll give you like a little buff, like GP regeneration or higher chance at capturing high quality fish. Or well, actually they made a change to the gathering system, so now high quality gathering components don't really exist anymore. The fish just have like different sizes that they're rated by in ocean fishing. Thank you, Mechanic Hat. I will take a drink in just a moment. Let me chum the waters. Cast my rod. Women fear me. Fish want me. I just gotta hope we get a spectral current to pop. Which maybe we won't be lucky. Maybe this will be a cursed boat and we'll go the entire time without getting any spectral currents. I have that hat IRL. The rice farmer hat? Oh no. You mean the fishing, the women fear me, fish want me hat. Yeah. Those are good hats. I would unironically want one. I know Nano Dan out there has the rice farmer hat hanging in his room. Anytime he does a stream where he shows off his possessions or whatever, like maybe he just like showing pictures of his room and he just has like rice hats. Come on, get a spectral. Come on. There are 3 on the wall. Why 3? Why do you have 3? 1 is enough. Why do you have 3? You invite friends over and say, hey, put this on. And then like everyone in the room is wearing a rice farmer hat. Why 3? Because your sisters bought 3. And then they didn't want them, so they just gave them all to you. That's goofy. Yeah, I love fishing in MMOs. It's a relaxing little mini game. Who doesn't love a good round of fishing? They were sold by 2 old ladies who made them at a swap meet, and yeah, they had room to keep them. I see. So they're actually homemade. They are genuine. So around the boat, like, all these people are just, like, fishing. Oh, it looks like this section of the ocean fishing was definitely cursed. We're not getting any spectral currents. We failed both the dolphins and the seagulls, so we don't get that bonus at all. It's like the ultimate like middle finger to say like, yeah, this run's probably bad. Yeah, none soul looked exactly like the other. I didn't just randomly order a rice field hat online. Okay. They are good for blocking out that sun, but I mean, you can't in modern times, you can't really walk out the house wearing one of those things without getting weird looks from people. Sell this garbage real quick. If you still did landscaping work, they'd be perfect. Yeah. I'm a goblin. I stay in my room. I don't go outside. I don't like the sun. My skin is kissed by the moon. I'm a pale motherfucker. I'm a ghost. Oh yeah, the scenic view is like behind us, so I'll focus the camera this way. I'm gonna switch to ragworms. Oh, I got a spectral fish on my first cast, but it didn't pop the spectral current for us. So everyone's like aiming to capture those, basically. And when it does pop, usually it's because someone fished up a spectral and like it activated the percentage that the spectral current would happen. Got a nice view of Kagane in the background. During rainy weather, too. Yeah, ocean fishing is a thing that occurs every other hour. Basically, every odd hour. Oh, someone activated it. Get old triple hook. Oh, that's a bad triple hook. My cordial. I like this music a lot. It's such goofy music. Not the fish I wanted. But it helps out on my missions at least, because that's a double. I need all these prawns. This is how you earn the majority of your points during ocean fishing. It's just hoping you get these spectral currents, because the fish are always like worth big points here. I'm not mooching these catches because I'm stupid. Double hook, because it's probably gonna run out by the next time I... Alright, let's just mooch these, let's mooch these. I'm playing like an idiot here. Because these stupid things like mooch into each other, and they keep mooching and capturing those, and I'm like, ugh. Ugh. I want the prawns, I want the prawns. Try mooching one more time. Did I make the cast in time? I don't think so. No, I did not, but that's good, that's good. I'm almost done with the shrimp. Completing the voyage missions is also a big boost to getting a high score that you need, and getting enough. It just sucks that our first part of the voyage was very underwhelming, and we didn't get a spectral at all. I just want to fish, for God's sakes. I had some very unfortunate triple hooks. Not the best. If you're really lucky, you could get up to 7 fish from a single cast, and that'll boost your score up big time. But I kept getting the eels, which I did not want. If you could get like 700, 800 from a single cast, that's already like better than say you have a voyage where nothing happens and like your score is just so absolutely pathetic. That could make up for a very bad first run. But I'm not sure if I will be able to make this one. At the last 30 seconds, you can't cast your rod anymore. It gives you time to go sell anything you don't want in your inventory, because your inventory gets really cluttered really fast when fishing. And the bait now is krill. There's heaven on high. Maybe after we beat Palace of the Dead, if it even happens, heaven on high will be next. Deco, Colchis, and Pokey, we have been going through it, strangely enough. I never imagined I would be going through these. But I'm still fully expecting to run over a mine and get myself and the entire party killed on like floor 190 or something stupid like that. Is there any context for the duck? He's my tier 3 emote. There's like not really any reason behind him other than I think he looks silly and he's stupid and he's fat and I love him. I love Donk. Hey Biscuit V2. Welcome, welcome. Hope you've been doing well. Sunbasso. Pine-bark flounder. Dolphins. Oh yeah, here he is. Here's Donk. I love Donk. Only I can use them. No one else can use them unless they pay up. No one is insane enough to be a tier 3 sub to my channel, so Donk is all mine. A lot of people save their like tier 2 and 3 for like a really foul emote that they never want anyone to use. And that's like a good way to get people to buy a tier 3 sub. Dolphins, the navigator smiles upon us this day. So we got a GP regeneration rate. The seagulls give you high quality fish. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a double hook since I got the GP regeneration buff. Please be shrimp or squid. No. Kelp. You made your messed up one a bit emote. Oh, the binky. Yeah. Ah, shit. Here we go. Here we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh yeah, I guess the dolphins do give a chance to increase spectral current. I'm getting nervous about the shrimp and the squids, though. That's exactly what I need, though. Two more. Can I make it? Can I make it? These senbei octopuses are great and all, but the flying squid are what I need. Tentacle Thresher. The flying squid have a little bit more of a longer bite. Fishing is very intricate in this game. Nice duck, Ophelia's Goodman. But isn't that like one of the better Twitch TV emotes that I have? Okay, yes, I got all the missions on that final cast. Good. Let's use the Thaliac favors I've accumulated to restore some more GP. Get a final multicast in. Could have been something better. I love that goofy 3D duck gif though, of it just swaying back and forth. You never gave much thought to tier 2 and 3. Yeah. Let me do the take care of yourself redeem that I got. A lot of people don't put too much focus into some of the stuff that they could do with their Twitch channel, honestly. I don't know how many people like actually take advantage of bit emotes and badges. I still need to make badges for my channel, but I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Working that small is already like very like what could I possibly make that would even look good? Come on, give me something good, give me something good. It's a 3-bite. It's a long pull too. Okay, that's good. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Did I reach enough points? We get some bonuses afterwards, which add on as well. If you want to get the mount, you at least need to like get enough bonuses, and then on top of that get 3 spectral currents on all 3 voyages. So it's a little bit RNG, but also very easy to do. I'm pretty sure I have to have gotten 8,000 here. Is it plus 90%? So yeah, I believe like with this I would have gotten the mount. I think the mount is either like 10,000 or 12,000. And I got like a 10,491. So yeah, more than enough. 2,000 over what I was even aiming for to get the Moogle tomes for this Moogle tome event, which they did a complete rework of how this system works, and it's a lot more nicer now. There's standard objectives, which you could grind as many times as you want, and even the gates and the gold saucer and ocean fishing give a casual accumulation of the currency that you need to buy items from the vendor. You have weekly stuff you could do now, so every week you get some new objectives to do. The mini Mog challenges are not really group content or anything, but like more casual content. You get a new one every week as well, and then the Ultimog challenge, which is what we just did for... This is only a one-time thing for as long as this event goes, but it gives you like 50 Genesis tomes, so I claim that. And then head back to the plaza right here. Let's see. Where am I? And then you just talk to this Moogle right here, and you could turn in those tombstones for stuff like the Mamashiba Neckerchief, Antelope Doe Mount Horn, Titania Barding, Modern Aesthetics, Modern Legend Hairstyle, Yukinko Snowflake, Dommel Whistle Mount, Ultima Horns, Decisions, Twilight Over Thalon, like musical scrolls that are generally rare to come across, other mounts from like Extreme Trials or Beast Tribes that would otherwise require a lot of grinding to do. Treasure maps, which, MGP Platinum cards, which gives you a pretty big sum of MGP. If you're hurting for it and you want gold saucer rewards, then you usually got some furniture, some armor, triple triad cards that are usually like rare or a little bit of annoying grind sometimes, and then some minions from random dungeons or sources. And yeah, Moogle Tome events are pretty nice. I pretty much have everything from this one though, so I don't necessarily need it. So I'm gonna go back to where this all started, and then we'll hang up the stream for the night. So let me hide Donk so he stops being a affront to God. I love that fat duck. I love his double chins. Emotes. Where is it? Where is it? The love heart. Strike him with the love heart. There's Deco right there. Quit looking at the camera, me. Thank you for joining me tonight for Final Fantasy XIV. It was a short little holiday event, and then you know, messed around for an hour. Definitely a lot of like filler for this stream. It was only like 2 hours and 28 minutes so far. Felt like more time has passed, but like I always worry the Final Fantasy streams are a little bit like way too short. Oh, it's fine. Thanks for hanging around, Deco, and thanks for speeding up the queue after I missed the first one. Let's head back to the living room. Not that we ever left. Alright. So I have pretty much exhausted all topics that I could think to talk about for today's stream. I guess in short, like I thought this the little story that they had for this Valentine's Day event, it was cute. I like the whole the thing that happened at the very end, where it's just a complete misunderstanding. It had a little nice message behind it. Final Fantasy XIV is something that is, you have to enjoy writing. You have to enjoy visual novels, I guess, to really find the appeal in Final Fantasy XIV, because it's not really like a lot of other MMOs out there that are a lot more gameplay focused. Final Fantasy XIV is more or less like it's got MMO RPG elements, it's got social aspects, it's got you gotta enjoy the story to like really get into it. If you don't like the story at all, you're just not gonna have a good time playing this game. There's not really a lot of content out there. Like once you reach the end game, especially in Endwalker, there was like no field operation stuff to like kind of grind and keep us busy. It just, I'd find myself logging in and logging out all the time after doing what I needed to do. Next expansion, Dawn Trial, we're gonna have a new class I'm very interested in, the Pictomancer, which is an artist class, and their weapons are paintbrushes, and they draw things that come alive and attack the enemies and all that. So it's probably gonna be time that I hang up the bow, and I'm actually pretty excited for it. So like this is like, they always reveal a new class, and I'm like, I still like Bard. I like Bard, but Pictomancer, it piques my interest. I am definitely looking forward to it, and I might be a caster from now on. We will see in future events, but we have until like summer before it comes out, and damn, I'm already dreading it. Like, how am I gonna balance streaming on top of a Final Fantasy expansion? Am I just gonna casually be here playing Final Fantasy XIV? And like, these are just gonna be a series of lost streams because I don't really want to archive them or anything. It's always a tough thing to stream like story content for Final Fantasy XIV because a lot of people don't want to get spoiled. A lot of people won't have any context for anything going on, and it's like, you just end up making a stream that a lot of people are probably just going to avoid because, you know, they're not a part of Final Fantasy XIV, they don't know what's going on, or they are a part of Final Fantasy XIV and they don't want to know what's going on because they have yet to do the content themselves. You always got to be very careful with games like that, so heavy story stuff is kind of hard to stream if a lot of the other people are, you know, interested in it. Final Fantasy's fan base gets very passionate about spoilers and trying not to, any small thing could basically qualify as a spoiler to a Final Fantasy fan. Even something that happened like a grillion years ago, that is old content. If you dare even say what happens, some people will be at your throat being like, man, why did you spoil that? Ugh, you're awful. It's like, it's old. Everyone knows that happens in the story. It's like, I didn't know. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. Pro tip, write spoilers and just do it anyways. Yeah, and then you write spoilers and they still see it and they still get angry that you spoiled the game. But yeah, here, let's head out to the porch. Let's put this up here. That song had a very abrupt end. Ah well. Eventually I do want to play part-time UFO on stream. I have it, so that'll be in the future plans. But for now, it's very likely that the next stream we're gonna have is going to be the start of Tulip. So I am both excited and nervous to play Tulip. And I hope the stream goes well and I don't screw up too much. I'm always worried about my performance with games and pacing of my streams, but I need to learn to like not care so much. But what can you do? What can you do? Let me see who's online right now that I could potentially send you guys to. Nappletail. That's like my New Year's game of last year. Nappletail is such a neat little hidden gem of a Dreamcast experience. I wish more people streamed it. It's a little bit scuffed, but it's such a great little hidden gem that went so many years without being translated, and then finally we have a translation of it. If anyone ever wants to dive into the Dreamcast catalog, can't go wrong with Nappletail. Okay, so raid target spotted. I'll send you guys over to Kolkus. He's doing a Minecraft event called All the Mods, where I guess he's racing another team. And they're trying to, like, you know, they're trying to win, so go give them your support. And yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the Final Fantasy XIV stream tonight. Sorry it was later than usual for a Final Fantasy XIV stream, but I am a very sleepy person. I didn't expect to take a nap and then wake up like 5 hours later. At that point, that's not a nap, that's just regular sleep. I kind of had a headache at the start of the stream, but it went away, so it was it all worked out. It all worked out. I had a nice time streaming tonight. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for lurking. Thank you very much for the raid today, Dragonic Dude VT. Thank you for and thank you Decodary for hanging out in game with me as well. And once again, thank you for the Cassie earring. That's like it's still like registering in my brain that like, yeah, I have that now. That's like a very rare item not a lot of people come by. given the nature of how you spawn the encounter in specific content. And it's a rare encounter and a rare drop on top of that, so it's expensive and legendary for a reason. Yeah, so yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, so... And if did I say, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube through the VODs, thank you very much as well. I can't remember if I said that part, but yeah, I appreciate all the support. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, oyasumi. Bye-bye.